delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Misses everything.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Beaten on the drive.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Great shot. At least one on offer. Out!
Oh,
what a catch.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Hit it sweetly first ball, and it's out of the ground.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Over. India are 4 for 71.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Don't catch.
Good catch.
Oh भाई कैच कर दिया. Oh भाई वहाँ जाकर कैच हो दिया.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Barely seemed to hit it, and it's gone over the rope.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. full of it, and for 6.
Crunch on the front foot and bang. Gone all the way.
The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle. Wokes in the broadcast then. Flew away with pace. Brilliant
Oh,
timing.
catch. नहीं.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Wokes with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Nice shot.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watch that in awe.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Out! Caught!
Fuck.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like we were moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
That's the over. India are 6 for 101. Super piece of timing.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Butler, don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
A little late on that. No run scored.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Wood shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Right off the middle of the bat.
That one they got hold of. The slow ball didn't work and it went all the way.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Absolutely nailed it.
That's just timed brilliantly. He moves closer to 50. It's going to take something special to get the wicket.
Rashid coming into the attack from the broadcast end. Hit that hard, nailed it.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Middle that one, great timing.
Barely seemed to hit that. Brilliant shot, got it up and over, all the way for 6.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full, put away. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. First step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong and it's going to take something pretty special to break it up. If 50 comes up between this pair, it's been a strong partnership so far. A lot of people in the dressing room will be hoping it can continue. Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Curran, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the chairman's end.
Beautiful slow delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Good bit of timing there.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Nicely played.
That shot brings up the half century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start. That is an amazing half century, just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far. Didn't hit that well, very late playing that shot.
End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. India are 7 for 168.
Oh, इधर है.
Deceive.
लो ब्रो, 1 मिनट स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ. वो स्विच कर लेना.
By the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
Gone, played all around it.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Chance to run two.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Perfectly timed.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Right out of the middle.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Two boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going, and they're hitting sixes.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. That's right off the meat of the bat.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Timed that brilliantly.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch. The innings comes to a close. It's taken a while, but finally the 10 wickets fall. It's a big score. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance.
Picked up a single, first ball of the innings. England are now underway.
Hales comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Flew away with pace, brilliant timing.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Doesn't beat the infield.
Hales shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on. Big edge! Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery. and keep the batter under pressure.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Over. England are none for 9. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end.
Waiting.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. A couple on offer here.
Yes.
Huge edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. Got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
There'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
6 runs added in the over. England are none for 15. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Good delivery, keeping the batter honest. Just need to keep it simple with that good line and length.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Where? Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Yep.
It's off the body rather than the bat, but gets through for 1. What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Couldn't get it through the field. 9 runs added in that over. England are none for 24.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yep.
Drives it into the covers. Fielders no chance.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yes.
Great shot through the gap.
Forwards end.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield. Back go the stumps. Miss the straight ball.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Malan will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot. And with that, they're off the mark.
That's the over. England are 1 for 32. Edged. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep, yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Waiting. Yes.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Keeper, keeper.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
Yep, yep.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
Umpire signals wide. Such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Right there.
Can't get that outside the ring field. A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Beaten on the drive.
It was the right shot in the end, but didn't get the timing right to get it away.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Good spot there, making it difficult to get away.
Right there. Yep, yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yep, yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Keep it set.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
We've reached the end of the fielding restrictions. There'll be changes to the field, I imagine. 5 fielders now allowed outside the circle.
Yes.
Picks the gap perfectly.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Thick edge. Cuts that off well in the infield. Big edge. Where's that going?
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide. Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Wait.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Waiting.
A little late on that, no run scored.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing. Good work there on the boundary.
Yes.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Massive edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Great shot, great timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
End of the over. England are 1 for 67. The right armour is coming into the attack, and the broadcast end.
A few moves made in the field.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Hey.
Good return, back from the deep. That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off your pads and take the easy runs.
Big edge!
Malan will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Right out of the middle.
It was full, and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Yes. Yep, yep.
Great shot. A couple on offer here. 8 runs added there. England are 1 for 75. Going with spin now. They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
चाहिए
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. The captain making some adjustments to the field here. A few moves made in the field.
Yes.
Super shot. Nicely fielded on the boundary.
Yep, yep.
Edged it.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Great shot through the gap.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
10 runs added in that over. England are 1 for 85. The right armour is coming on to bowl. In the broadcast end. Edge, what a ball!
Milan shakes their head. Was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep, yep.
They'll get at least one. There'll be runs here.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
position. Understood. Don't worry. They're not going anywhere.
Highness Omar Al-Khazavi, I bid you welcome to the sector.
good. Close, man. Close.
Shit. Cornelius not alone.
Sure, it wasn't cheap to pull off the flight.
We know he has arrived. I'm sure he's just changing into his uniform. We'll be here very soon.
Well, get back to me when he is reported for duty. Remember to check his papers first. Don't need to waste my time with some new. Expect the best.
Of course, sir. We'll let you know.
Just get him up here. I'll make a personal complaint to His Royal Highness. You.
follow, sir.
Jesus, why are you alone? And with Lucy Phillips of all people, I told her not to attract too much attention.
Careful around here, sir.
God, what that
Excuse
beauty
me,
will
sir.
believe.
Seems like you're not cleared to come through here. Sorry.